Hey guys, so I wanted to come to you today with an important update regarding your Second Amendment rights. This is especially important if you live in California currently, but other states will probably apply shortly too. We've all seen the real ID requirement. You go to your DMV and they issue you an ID with a red star in the corner that says you can fly in an airplane. Well, on July 1st of this year, Attorney General Becerra of California, along with James Peterson, a state representative, pushed through an emergency bill that now requires you have real ID to purchase a firearm or ammunition in the state of California. Obviously, constitutionally, there are problems with that because the Second Amendment doesn't read your right to have arms shall not be infringed as long as you have a state ID or a federal ID. But unfortunately, it's already gone through, and it's going to take a lot to fight it out, especially in California where gun laws are kind of like raindrops. They just happen. Now, a few other states are considering following in the same pattern. Those would be Washington, Illinois, New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York. This isn't much better than red flag laws because, frankly, there is a process to getting your real ID. It requires a lot of documentation and things like that, and if your documents aren't perfect, they can deny them. And where I see there being a real possibility for abuse is if these states decide to start making it harder to get copies of these original documents you might need for this, such as your passport or your certified original birth certificate, because your baptismal birth certificate won't work for this. Photocopies of your birth certificate won't work for this. The temporary Social Security card won't work for this. They all have to be originals. They all have to have the raised seal on them, or appropriate date markings. Now, the precise process of getting one of these is you go to your DMV like you would any other time to get your driver's license. Many of you may already have this, depending on your state. But if you don't, here's the things you're going to need. You're going to need proof of who you are. A birth certificate, a passport, a U.S. passport, INS documents, or a foreign passport with an I-94 form, signed and stamped by an agent. You're going to need your Social Security card, the card, not the temporary, or a pay stub with your full Social Security number and name on it. But some states aren't accepting those, just FYI. Additionally, you're going to need proof of residence. That can be a lease for your apartment, a mortgage bill or invoice, a deed of ownership to the home. From what I can see online, some states are accepting Grange forms. So your Grange form could work. Remember that. If you don't know what the Grange is, look it up. Good thing to join. Additionally, if your name has changed, you'll need to have the legal notification you got from the court of why your name changed, the certified documents, and or your marriage certificate. All these documents are necessary, unfortunately, to make sure you can get that real ID. A lot of people might not know this is why they were denied firearms in California, because there is no requirement for the person handling the transaction to tell you why you were denied. They can simply just deny you were denied, I'm sorry, check your documentation. Or they give you a piece of paper in some states to go, call a number and find out. And not a lot of people want to mess with sitting on hold for hours on a state line. That being said, this may be the reason, if you were denied a firearm in California, why you were denied that firearm. I would say, personally, jump through the hoops you have to. And start petitioning your congressmen and your state representatives. Let them know you don't like this, you don't want this. There are good people in California who respect the Constitution and respect American values, but they're grossly outnumbered by commie liberal scum. I strongly encourage you, get out there and vote. Try to change it the peaceful way. Hopefully it doesn't come to having to change it the other way. Anyway, I just wanted to get you guys this update. As always, be decent to each other. We're all in this together. God bless.